Most people around you are trying to help you deal with your hearing loss, but without realizing it, you might be making it difficult for them to do so. And this is one of the biggest hidden mistakes people make with hearing loss. I'm going to show you a simple shift that can completely change the way people communicate with you and reduce your daily frustration almost instantly. Have you ever been in a conversation, where everyone is talking, you smile, but inside you feel disconnected, thinking they should know I can't hear well. But here's the uncomfortable truth. They don't. Hearing loss is invisible. People can't see what you're missing. They can't feel how sound changes for you depending on environment, noise, or fatigue. One day you understand better. The next day, everything feels blurred. So, from their perspective, it feels unpredictable. And when you say, no, I can't hear you, you're mumbling, this is too noisy, it creates confusion, not clarity, because you're describing the problem, but you're not showing them the solution. And this is where everything changes. Instead of focusing on what's wrong, you start expressing what works. This is called self advocacy. It means taking responsibility for guiding others so communication becomes easier for you. For example, instead of like, I can't hear you, you say, can you face me and speak a little slower? Instead of, this is too loud, you say, could we lower the noise or move somewhere quieter? One creates frustration, the other creates cooperation. But here's the real obstacle, it's not knowing what to say, it's daring to say it. Because maybe you don't want to bother people. Maybe you're afraid of looking demanding. Maybe you've already felt ignored or dismissed. So you stay quiet, and little by little, you disappear from the conversation, or it builds up until it comes out as frustration. There is a middle ground. It's called assertiveness, and it can change everything. Assertiveness means being clear about your needs without being aggressive, not silent, not explosive. For example, excuse me, I need people to speak one at a time so I can follow. Simple, calm, respectful. And here's what most people discover when they try this: people actually adapt, not because you forced them, but because you made it easy for them to understand how to help you. But to be able to say the right things, you first need to understand yourself. It is very important to take the time to analyze your own needs. In which situations do you struggle the most? What helps you understand better? What makes things worse? The more clarity you have about your own hearing, the easier it becomes to express exactly what you need. It is also very important to know the different solutions available to you, both technological and human. Sometimes it's about positioning yourself better. Sometimes it's about asking for specific communication behaviors. Sometimes it's about using tools or devices. The goal is to choose the best solution depending on the environment, the situation, and the person in front of you. Let me give you a few powerful phrases you can start using today. I need to see your face when you speak. Please get my attention before talking to me. Can you say that again, but a bit slower? Let's reduce the background noise so I can follow better. Speak clearly, not louder. These are short, clear, actionable. That's the key. Because the more precise you are, the easier it is for others to adjust. And here's something that can completely change your experience. Don't wait until things go wrong. Prepare in advance. If you go to a restaurant, choose a quiet place and ask for a good table. Sit where you can see everyone's face. If you go to an event, check what support is available. Position yourself strategically. When you anticipate, you stop reacting and you start controlling your environment. At the beginning, this may require a bit of effort. You need to think, observe, adjust. But with practice, it becomes easier and easier, and eventually you will do it without even thinking about it. And this is where something powerful happens. Your self advocacy becomes a real skill, a skill you've built that makes your life much easier. And not only yours, but also the life of the people around you. Because communication becomes smoother, more natural, more peaceful, you can stay fully present with your loved ones and continue to share meaningful moments together. Self advocacy is not about complaining, It's about creating better communication. When you do this, you feel more confident, reduce frustration, and help others understand you better. And beyond that, every time you speak up, you also help people better understand hearing loss. If you want to go further, there's a complete method that explains all of this step by step so it becomes clearer and easier for you and your loved ones. So let me ask you this. What is one sentence you could start using today that would immediately make your life easier?